son of Porthos. Arriving unexpectedly at Saint-Germain, the Marchioness de Montespan discovers that Françoise d'Aubigné is sending a message to Joël. Although she believes that the Breton is dead, she tries to intercept the note, and when this fails, assures Françoise that she will make other arrangements to prevent its falling into undesirable hands. The final blow comes when she tells Françoise that she has decided to take away the children, putting them into the care of La Bosse, one-time associates of Walton and Lesage. Tearful and unwilling, the governess goes to bring down her charges, while the Marchioness makes plans with the old hag La Bosse.
I think it would be safer if Francois was disposed of altogether.
I thought it was another one you wanted me to treat. The one at court, you said, the Duke's protégé.
She, of course, will have to go, for wittingly or not to stand in my way. Francoise is simply making a nuisance of herself. If she is not prevented from talking, heaven knows what scandal she may start after I have taken the children.
I don't understand you at all.
There is no need that you should, my friend. But it is all very simple. I have brought you here, as I told you, for the purpose of removing from my path Mademoiselle Aurore.
Oh, then let's remove her, and have done with it.
Patience, old hag. There are other things to do. Firstly, this message Françoise has so inconveniently sent to the Breton.
I tell you, he's dead. You've no need to worry.
I take your word for it. He is dead. But what of the locket? What did your crystal tell you of the locket he carried?
I couldn't see anything about the locket. I believe it's been destroyed.
I hope you are right, but I cannot gamble on it. If Honorin reaches Freiburg with that wretched note, if there are inquiries made, if the locket turns up, I cannot bear to think of it. No, Honorin will just have to be stopped. And his death, if such is necessary, must be laid at Francois' door.
And you would kill her, too? The weeping one?
I would kill anyone who stood between me and what I want. Have no doubt of that. Since she has started dabbling in intrigues and apparently in schemes against my well-being, she has become a danger to me. And that I cannot stand. Oh, devil take the woman, what has happened to her? You only have to go upstairs and get the children. Suzette! Nicole! By my faith, I've never known such a household. Nobody's here when they're wanted. Suzette!
I don't know why you're so anxious to take the brats along. It's my opinion they're more bother than they're worth.
I told you if I have them with me, then His Majesty will come to see them, for he's ridiculously fond of them. As long as I have the children, I have a hold over the king. Suzette! Oh, there you are. You've been long enough in coming. I'm sorry, my lady. I added as quickly as I could. Apparently nobody can hurry today. Run upstairs, Suzette, and bid Madame de Sougière and the children to come quickly down. I am waiting for them. But, my lady, they're not there. Not there? What do you mean? Where are they?
They went out, my lady. The Marchioness and all 3 children. I don't know where they've gone.
So, she and Honorin both. They have slipped through my fingers, Mother Boss. They've gone. Crept out behind my back. But I tell you this. By poison, by bullet, by witchcraft or human efforts, by fair means or foul, I'll catch them all. Not one of them shall escape me. Not one.
But Françoise has already gone, and so it is to her messenger that the Marchioness must turn first. The faithful Honorin is riding with all speed toward Freiburg to deliver his mistress's message. But he is an old man, and the roads are bad. It isn't difficult to outstrip him, and before nightfall, La Montespan's plans are taking shape. In the blacksmith shop at the edge of Bondy Forest, a small, rat-faced man is talking to the smith.
He and his horse are both old. I passed them some miles back, but they should be here before dark.
How do you know he'll stop here?
That's my business. I'll arrange that. All you need do is to see he doesn't leave. He carries a message which must not be delivered.
Do I shoot the road?
No, you country bumpkins. We of Paris have more subtlety. Shooting? No, it makes too much noise. Besides, old as he is, dishonoring is reputed to be a good shot. He might shoot you.
I'm a match for any old fool.
Perhaps, but we won't risk it. My mistress, the great lady who sent me, she gave me this. Look.
What is it?
A little potion. You put it in his wine, my friend. It will help him sleep well and eternally.
Poison?
What's that? Who's there?
Oh, do not be alarmed. It's Annette, the clumsy fool.
Who is it?
I will bring you refreshment. I'm fine, monsieur.
Come here. Yeah. So you are Annette, eh? And how much did you overhear, my pretty one? Are your ears quick? How long have you been crouching in the shadows there, eh?
Monsieur,
Don't fret yourself about her. She's not the brains to know what honest men are saying. Her mind's as warped and stupid as a body.
Are you sure of this? Is she to be trusted?
One can trust an idiot so no one pays attention to it. Now, off you go now, you sniveling misery. Get you upstairs again. And don't go creeping around corners like the plague. I'll call you when we want wine.
Yes, I will go. But I would just...
Leave it be. See the cold shivers the way you fuss and stumble around. Now be off with you.
You think she heard?
She would not know or understand if she did.
Still, I do not like it.
You have no cause for fear, I swear it. She knows I'd beat her senseless if she talked. Yeah, but I do not like this talk of poison, comrade. Poison, it's a woman's weapon. I'd sooner use my fists or let my gun speak.
Yet poison is a sure way, and you'll be well paid for it. Here.
All that? Your mistress must be wealthy.
And generous, if you do her bidding.
Well, I'll not fail her.
Good. Then take this file. I will waylay the old man, pretend my horse is lame and I'm in difficulties. Tell him the road is blocked in the forest. He'd be wise to stay here the night. Any excuse that brings him into you.
Good. Then I'll offer the old man wine. And then?
This is a miraculous potion. It acts like magic. All will be over before you know it. Then search his pockets and take the message. I will be back for it anon, for my mistress will pay well for it.
Right. I know my part.
And I'll be off.
Will you have wine before you go? And doctors, of course.
It's not that I don't trust you, friend, but just the sight of that file in your hand takes away my thirst. Farewell for now.
Farewell. Annette! Where is the breath? Annette!
I am here.
Well, to protect us from you, you skulking girl. Why don't you make some noise when you move like normal folks? Keeping up with a man like that, you're enough to scare one from their wits.
I'm sorry. I cannot help it.
Then you'd better try. Oh, by my sword,
I got your wine. Here.
Well, at least you have some use. Sit it down and get another glass. I have a visitor.
Yes, I will get it at once. Will he be staying? Shall I make a bed for him? Yes. Here's the glass.
Set it down, then. Yes. Oh, yes, he'll be staying. But I doubt if he'll need a bed.
I do not understand.
Well, no need you should. But I tell you this, you clumsy fool. I'll not always be a blacksmith. I'm going up in the world. Pour me some wine. Let me drink to the future. Careful, you'll spill it. Think wine bubbles up in the brook? You splash it so stupidly?
You shout so at me. It frightens me.
Now, here's to the honest smith. He deals not with common travelers and men of the road, but with great and generous nobles and ladies. Yes. Look. You see this?
What is it?
Death. In so small a glass. Death.
You cannot mean poison?
Why not? Why do you cringe and call away? Quick death and sure. You've grown soft in the head and sillier than ever since you lost your heart to that great overgrown musketeer.
He was good to me.
One last deed before he died. For he did die. That you may rest assured, my little one.
He was a good man. Heaven rest his soul.
Yeah, good or bad, who cares? Who but you? A twisted insult to the eye. A crawling cripple of a girl no man would look at twice. Pah! Make me sick with your mooning and tears and foolish prayers over this musketeer. Well, you'll have another to mourn over tonight.
You, sir. Again.
Mind your own business. Enter. Come in, friend. It is a bitter night out. Or will be when the darkness falls. Come in and shut the door. What can I do for you?
Excellent breakfast, the man with yards back. It tells me there is danger in Bondi Forest at night, and I best seek hospitality here until the morning. I am an old man to go riding through a forest in the dead of night, and I have far to go.
Oh, you're very welcome, monsieur. We're always glad to see visitors. Yeah, and that will make up the bed for you.
But you said...
Meanwhile, sit down and warm yourself. A glass of wine, monsieur?
I do not drink.
Oh, but it will do you good. Come now, just one to warm you. It's very good wine, and I can recommend it. Just one glass.
Perhaps just one glass.
Very well.
I thank you.
Here, Annette. Give this to the gentleman. What are you doing, fool? Be careful there. Get up, girl.
I'm sorry. I stumbled on the mat first, but I did not spill much, see? I did put it down before I fell. You are, monsieur.
You're a clumsy loon.
The child meant no harm. She did but stumble. Here's to your health, monsieur. And yours. Drain it to the last drop, monsieur.
You will not taste such wine as this again.
To you, then, my lord. You were right. It is very good wine indeed. I have seldom tasted. Monsieur, what is it? What has happened?
The glasses, you
You said it was a woman's weapon.
Husband, my throat, I cannot breathe.
Monsieur, what is it? My child, is there a doctor within call?
He is dead, monsieur. It was a poison.
Poison?
In the wine.
You poisoned him?
Monsieur, you must believe me. I am no murderer. He was a wicked man. There was no help for it.
You poisoned him?
Oh, no, monsieur. It was not I. He put it there himself. I did but change the glasses. Oh, monsieur, you must believe me. I changed the glasses when I stumbled against the table. I was afraid he would notice, but he was so confident and so used to my clumsiness.
I do not understand. What are you saying? You must be mad. If you change the glasses, then... Oh, no, but it is fantastic.
No, monsieur. It was meant for you.
But why? I am an old man, traveling peacefully. I do not even know this, miss. It was coincidence that stopped me here. The phantoms of a crazed mind.
No, monsieur. You must believe me. You're in danger still, for he will return. I heard him say so.
But who will return?
The traveler who sent you here. He was hired by a great lady.
What's that you said?
You carry a message.
A marchioness. Rumor is right then. She would stoop to poison, to murder an old man, in order to place a crown upon her head.
You believe me now?
Yes, child, I believe you. You think that one with so much power should use it so cruelly. Ah, child, my mistress would not stoop so low if power were hers. If she were queen...
Yes, you cannot stay here. You must go on. I tell you he will be back.
Then we will leave at once.
I cannot go with you.
Yes, yet I could not let you stay. They would kill you.
Would it matter, monsieur? And look at me. Twisted, deformed, clumsy. I'm not fit for this world. All men turn away their eyes in disgust at sight of me. Oh, let's just get home. He said I had a sweet voice. So don't worry for me, monsieur. Go at once and hurry.
I could not leave you. You must come with me.
Then we would both be killed. For I'm so slow and would detain you. Oh, for the love of heaven, for the sake of the good lady who sent you with the message that you carry. Oh, I beg of you, go at once before it is too late.
Already, my friend. Who is he? I hold the gun and therefore am the one to ask questions. I am too old to argue with a gun, monsieur. I'm glad you realize it. So, little Annie, you are not as stupid as your uncle thought, eh? I'm right, I suppose, in thinking you are responsible for this slight change in our plans. Oh, well, never mind. It matters little who is to blame. The result is the same. Smith is dead, I suppose.
He drank your poison.
Then he is certainly dead.
It was a mistake.
An unfortunate one for the Smith. No, I don't think for a moment you're fooling me. Admittedly, he made the mistake of drinking the stuff, but I don't think he did so quite of his own free will, eh? And speak up now. Did he? Did he?
Oh, monsieur, leave me alone. No, of course he didn't. You're hurting me. Oh, please.
Does it matter? Leave the child alone. No, of course it doesn't matter. In a way, I should thank the child. She saved us money, or rather, she saved me money. For I shall expect to be paid extra for the trouble of shooting you both. I don't like shooting. It's a messy way of ending things. You prefer poison, I see. A coward's way. You should enjoy shooting an old man and a crippled child. Hold your tongue and hand over the note. What note? The message you carry from the Marchioness de Sougère. You see, I know all about this. You are mistaken, my friend. You have the wrong man. I carry nothing of importance. I have not any time to waste, my friend. Give me the note. I'll shoot first and take it for myself afterwards. We have let enough time go by in idle chatter. I've work to do. And you best do it. I carry no note, monsieur. You are a stupid, pig-headed old fool for which you will die. This is your last chance. You give me the note, or do I take it? Take it, if you will.
Oh, monsieur.
I will not give it. Very well, then.
Ahoy there!
Monsieur Joel?
No, you don't. I don't like guns to work on me, so there it goes. And you after it like so. Oh.
Down like a ninepin, and out like a light. Upon my sword, I warrant he thought the universe was behind that blow. What's it all about?
I don't know.
My motto exactly. Fight first and ask questions afterwards. May I be struck down if I ever knew one like you for getting into fights. Well, old man, don't stare so. It is only Master Joel taking a little quiet exercise. But death of my life, what's this? Have you knocked out two of them, Joel?
No, that was... He was poisoned. Poisoned? By whom?
By me, monsieur. I did it.
Who? Annette. Child, I didn't see you there. So much happened so quickly. So now I come to think of it, I heard you cry out. Have they hurt you?
Oh, no, monsieur. But I'm so afraid. I thought you were dead. They said... I know it was I who poisoned him. Though it was meant for this gentleman. And then the other one, he would have shot at
Quietly now, little one. I cannot understand what you say when it tumbles out so quickly. Do not be afraid. You are safe now.
He saved my life, monsieur.
And I suspect she once saved mine. There, child. Don't cry. Don't cry. It is all right now. You can see that gentleman won't worry you again.
Is he dead?
No. More's the wonder. After the sledgehammer just landed on his chin. Shall I skewer him to the floor with my good sword, Joel? It would ensure his staying put for a while.
I do not think there is any chance of his moving for quite some time, Friquet, so don't worry.
Oh, no trouble at all. It will be a pleasure to run him through.
Oh, tie him up and leave him for Monsieur de la Reynie to deal with.
Oh, well, if you say so.
I do. It is late, and we have ridden a long way. I am tired. I think food and rest would do us all good. Let us all go upstairs, and Honorin shall cook us some supper. Come at it.
But, Joel, just to tie him up...
We've all had enough for today, Friquet. There's a rope in the corner there. You bind him securely. He'll keep until the morning.
Well, if you say so.
And remember, we have far to ride again tomorrow. Had you forgotten the mission we are on?
As if I could.
Then see to it. Come, Annette. Honorin.
Monsieur, have you not wondered what I am doing here? So far from the lady, so far from Saint-Germain.
Upon my sword, things have happened so quickly I had not thought of it. What are you doing here?
I was seeking you, monsieur.
Seeking me? Is something wrong? What has happened? Tell me quickly, man.
I bring a message for you from the mistress. Wait a moment. Here it is.
Thank you. Monsieur Joel, come home without loss of time. Aurore's life is in danger. Aurore in danger. Friquet, leave that and saddle up again.
What, saddle again?
Yes, at once. I must make straight for Paris immediately.
Paris tonight? I thought you were too tired even to talk. But to ride to Paris tonight...
Tired? I would go to Paris this night, though I had to drag myself upon my knees.
Then I'd better get the horses. But have you forgotten our mission now? What of the flags and the king?
Death of my life, man. Who cares for kings and flags when Aurore is in danger? Do you not understand? It is Aurore, my wife.
Then I will ride with you.
No, I must go alone. You stay and bring on the others, Annette and Honorin, in the morning. They will need your protection.
Where shall I take them?
My mistress will receive you both.
Of course. Go to my friend, Francoise de Vigny. I will join you there, and I be still alive. Meanwhile, if you love me, pray for me. I know not what kind of devil I must encounter.
You sent for me, noble lady?
Of course I did. Heaven knows where you have been or what you have been doing. Seems to me I no longer know where anybody is. Well, come in, don't stand there.
I'm coming. I'm an old woman and I can't hurry any longer.
You'd hurry fast enough if I put Monsieur de la Reynie on your trail. And I will, mark my words, you old hag, and it you serve me well.
Lady, I'm your humble servant. Have mercy on a poor old woman. I'm too old for Monsieur de la Reynie's sire. Oh, I'll do anything you ask of me. Though, of course, an old woman must live.
Have I not paid you well?
You're most generous, but even breathing costs money nowadays.
You'll get no more from me, Mother Boss, till I get results. Have you heard from the cutthroat who sent after Honorin?
Well, it's a long way yet to go.
Devil take the man, he should have been back by this. And what of Francoise? Have you found her hiding place yet?
I've done my best, lady, but she's not one to be trifled with.
What do you mean?
It is the aura around her head, my lady. I warned you once, and I tell you again. She walks in security, that one, and good fortune is her shadow. I felt it when I saw her, winking though she was. It's her aura.
Oh, fiddlesticks, you old witch. Aura. A fig for the lot of them. As for good fortune, there are those who think it fortunate to be dead. Perhaps she is one of those.
Perhaps. Of course, I could be mistaken. I'm an old woman.
You'd better be mistaken. For not a penny more will you get from me until all my enemies are removed and my path lies clear before me. All my enemies, you understand?
I am your faithful servant, lady.
Good. Then we'd best do something about Francois and my children. For I have just learned that His Majesty is due tonight.
So soon?
Yes, so soon. And I do assure you that so great is his paternal pride in these sniveling breasts of mine, they'll want to see them as soon as he arrives. And if I can't produce them, then there'll be trouble. And I do not like trouble, la boss, when it concerns me.
And what would you have me do?
Find Francois.
But, lady, I tried, and you have tried. And what are we to do now?
My friend, I am to be Queen of France. To do this, I must remain the favorite of the king until Maria Teresa is no more. And from all reports of her health, this will not be long now.
Why do you not give her a potion, then? I could mix a royal one for such a throat, and all quickly, so quickly.
So quickly for us, too, you old fool. No, I am not so stupid. Maria Teresa is not long for this world. Poor, plain Spaniard. But meanwhile, I must hold my place in the king's favor. It seems his eyes have strayed of late.
To this Francois?
Don't be ridiculous. To a governess?
Stranger things have happened.
No. He has turned to a younger one, Aurore de Tremblay. Madame de Lochmaria, now they call. Oh, if I could but get near her. Then you could mix your royal potion.
Then why not?
He is too well guarded by that cunning old fox Almada. It was he maneuvered her to the position she now holds with the queen, and he who watches over her constantly. He and that self-opinionated fool Montpellier. Oh, if I could but get close enough to administer the poison, then who'd care for Francois?
You know little of witchcraft, then, milady.
What do you mean?
There are spells and incantations, powers for evil, that do not need to be administered by the glass.
You know of these things?
I am an old woman, me noble lady, old in witchcraft and sorcery. I've studied with great masters. Some don't believe in these things nowadays, but I know. La vaste scene.
You mean you can cause harm, death, by powers of darkness, evil wrought without poison, by spells and sorcery? Is such a thing possible?
I have seen it, lady. There is as much power in evil as in good, to those who know. To those who know the spells, potions are unnecessary.
Then we will win yet, old witch.
But I'm an old woman, lady, and my memory is not as good as it was. What if I can't remember? Not easy for an old brain like mine to conjure up such power as you require.
Would gold help your memory?
It's wonderful what the clink of gold does to a stubborn old brain.
Good. Then we have means of removing Madame de Lochmaria. What of Francois? Can you not use the same method on her? Why did you not speak of these powers before? They would have saved me a lot of bother. Why, with such spells at my command, I could be rid of all my enemies, Almada even, and Francois. But not Francois. But I must have the children.
No, not Francois.
What do you mean?
I was just agreeing, noble lady. These are deep powers we now tamper with and must be used carefully. And I warn you, do not loose too much evil, or it may turn on you.
So there is danger, too. Well, that gives spice to it. But come, we've no time to lose. I want you to use your powers now to see if you can find Francois. Surely one who can summon up the powers of darkness at will can find one stray female and a couple of children.
I will try.
You have second sight. You have assured me of it. An assurance for which I have already paid much gold. You were able to tell me of the Breton's death, and assure me Honorin has given up his note. Now see what you can tell me of Francois. Or are you not the witch you have pretended to be?
I'm an old woman, lady, but I'll do my best. Be silent now and do not interrupt, or it'll break the spell.
Get on with it, then.
By fire, by water, storm and temper, these powers of darkness, bring forth your vision. I can see her now.
Yes.
She is happy. I can see her smiling.
Are the children with her?
No. Yes, they are there. happy and well.
Heaven be praised for that then. Where are they?
There are people with her. Many people. She holds out her hands to them.
Oh, come. This is getting us nowhere. Where is she hiding?
No, it cannot be.
What is it? What do you see?
Yes, on her head. And I felt it before. It's true.
What is it? What is it, you old fool? What are you saying?
What? I do not understand.
You devil, take you woman, and he probably will. What did you see?
I saw your friend, Francoise. I told you, lady.
Yes, surrounded by people. But what else did you see? What was it alarmed you so? Why did you turn so pale and begin trembling? Tell me.
I do not know. It was something beyond my understanding.
Why won't you tell me? Well, you could if you would, that I vow.
No, you don't understand these things. The visions come and go. It's no use asking. But one thing I can tell you. There was a warning there.
For me? What?
Time is short. With a bad portent ahead for you. And what you must do quickly. Trouble rides quickly to your gate. Time is short, and all is lost unless you act quickly.
Yes, you are right.
Don't waste time, lady, on this Francoise. It's on the other one.
Madame de Lochmaria.
Yes. If she you wish to remove, then let us remove her quickly, before the fans run out and the wheel turns to full circle.
Yes. Let us remove her, Mother Boss. Let us remove her with all speed. We can deal with Francoise later when we find her.
Madame, I cannot find her. Madame de Segers is not there.
Monsieur Lazin, you must be mistaken. Francoise would not go away without telling me.
Madame de Lochmaria, I have done my best. I've been to the house of your friend. I tell you there is nobody there.
It is impossible. Did you make inquiries? Surely someone must know where they have gone. She is the governess of the royal children. She could not just disappear.
It seems she has. I made inquiries. I asked everybody. Here is that foolish, persistent Monsieur Lejeune, they said. Why does he keep asking everybody for the Marchioness de Segers? He's not here. I did it for you, madame, and yet you're not pleased with me.
Oh, truly, I am grateful to you.
Then show your gratitude, kind lady, by smoothing out the creases in your forehead. I did my best.
I'm sure you did, monsieur. And I have said I'm grateful. I cannot help feeling worried. Francoise was my only friend.
Madame.
I mean my only woman friend. And she was worried. I can't think why. She was afraid of something.
If I worked for Madame de Montespan, I should be afraid, too.
No, it seemed it was for me she feared something. And yet it is she who has disappeared.
She has probably gone back to Paris. You have had difficulty in sending a message out. Perhaps she's had difficulty in getting a message in.
Perhaps. You comfort me, monsieur. And yet, it was the king's return Francois feared. I don't know why. But now His Majesty is due at any moment. Francois has disappeared. I do not know where my husband is. And no, monsieur. Suddenly, I am very afraid.
Oh, well, they've gone. There is nothing to do but wait until they choose to come back. His Majesty has had the whole place in a froth of preparation. And now, on his very first morning, he goes hunting and leaves us cooling our heels here with nothing to do but die of boredom. I didn't think they'd go. I'm a countryman myself. And if those clouds don't mean a storm, then I've forgotten all I ever learnt. Oh, there'll be a storm, all right. I hear my Lord Montausier warning His Majesty. But of course he didn't take any notice. No, and with the Queen so poorly. I was told the new physician did his best to stop this outing today. You'd think he'd have stayed at home, and everyone was against it. When you're King of France, you can do what you like. Besides, not everybody was against it. The Lord Duke of Almada said that as everything was arranged, it would be foolishness to cancel. I heard him say so. Ah, you've long ears for one of your size, comrade. How are your eyes? Do you see what I see coming this way? Why, by my troth, it's a giant on horseback, and riding as if the devil and all his hordes were after him. Look how he rides with the sparks rising from the road behind him. Good day to you, monsieur. State your business.
Courier from Marshal Craigie.
You come from Freiburg, then? No wonder you're in such a state. You've come a long way.
And with all haste, as you perceive.
And yet you are too late, monsieur.
Too late?
His Majesty and the full court have left for the hunt.
The full court. The Queen, too.
The Queen and all her ladies. Though they do say the poor lady was not fit for such a day. But there you are. She's gone, and there's naught that I can do about it.
My wife, Madame de Lochmarie, can you tell me, is she well?
I do not know Madame de Lochmarie personally, monsieur, but I have heard of no accident to any of the Queen's household. As far as I know, they've all gone to Mali.
Then I must ask another question of you. The Marchioness de Suger. Do you know where she is? I called at her house, but there was no one there.
Out upon it. Why is everyone asking for that lady these days? Why, I warrant it'd have been an official inquiry if we hadn't been so busy with the King's return.
Has she disappeared, then?
No, don't you believe it, monsieur. She doesn't have to remain here if she doesn't want to, like the ladies in the court. She's probably gone off to Paris about her legitimate business and will be back within the week.
You may be right, but I should have been happier to see her. Where did you say they were hunting?
In the woods at Chateau Marly. They'll not be back till tomorrow, for they plan to spend the night there.
Then I must go after them, for I have business which cannot wait.
Ride straight ahead, then. Follow the road until you come to the Chateau gate. You cannot miss the woods, they're famous. Besides, the whole court is there. You'll hear them all right.
Many thanks, my friend. Farewell.
Madame de Lochmarie.
Yes, monsieur?
My master, the Duke of Almada, sent me back to speak with you.
Your master, the Duke of Almada? Well, steady, boy, steady.
Oh,
Steady. What is it? Is something wrong?
Indeed, I trust not, madame. But my lord was anxious for your well-being.
Mine? I am all right.
He asked me to convey to you his solicitude for your welfare. He's distressed to notice how quiet and pale you are, and thought perhaps the thunder in the air might have given you a headache.
No, I thank you, monsieur. There is nothing wrong.
Oh, my lord begged me to give you this file. It's a sedative.
Oh, no, I do not need it, thank you.
My lord said to tell you it was the same potion he administered to you on the Salma Road, and would do you as much good now as then.
The Salma Road? Monsieur, how long have you been in the service of my Lord Duke?
Oh, for many years, madame.
Oh, I thought I had seen you somewhere else. And yet I can't remember.
I have been a trusted servant of the Duke's, madame, for a very long time now. Undoubtedly, you'll have seen me at Point Laurier House.
Oh, yes, that must be so.
You'll not take this sedative then, madame? I would advise it.
No, I do not need it.
Yes, you are tired, madame. You are having difficulty keeping up with the others, and the weather is most trying. There'll be a storm before long. I noticed the Queen herself looked ill a while ago. Poor lady, she'll need all her friends about her before the day is out.
Of course, you are right. The stroke is different only of myself. For the thought of my mistress, too. It wouldn't do for both of us to be indisposed, would it? She has come to rely so much upon me lately. Oh, give me the file, then. I'll take your potion.
You'll not be sorry, madame. Here. My lord advised it as a measured draught to be drunk straight down, madame.
Thank you. Oh, this is bitter, monsieur.
Ah, yes. Yet I've never known it fail. I can recommend it.
I hope you are right. You may go back to your master and tell him I have obeyed instructions neatly. Please convey my gratitude for his kindness. I'm sure he has no need to worry about me.
No, madame. He has no need to worry. Now.
Madame de Lochmarie.
Oh, it is you then. What is it?
The Lord sent me to inquire if you felt better than you did. The storm's beginning to break. He was worried about
He
you.
has no need. And if he is worried, why does he not come himself?
Oh, he has his official duties, madame. He cannot leave the king at present, but his thoughts have been with you.
Of course. I am sorry, monsieur. But your potion has done you good. My head is splitting and I do not know how to sit my horses. How long does the potion take to have effect?
It should not take much longer now, madame.
Indeed, I hope not.
Suppose you rest a moment, madame. The storm will be upon us any moment, and then, without doubt, His Majesty will return to the chateau, and we may all rest. Now, no one will notice if you stop a moment. Dismount here for a while and rest.
I'm afraid I shall have to. I'm beginning to feel quite strange. It is the storm, I expect.
One moment, and I'll help you. Here, give me your hand, madame.
Thank you. You were very kind.
There. There. Now, you'll feel better.
I hope so, but no. I feel so strange. Everything is going dark. I cannot stand it.
I have you then, madame. Madame de la Maria. Oh. So the old scoundrel was right. He can time it almost to the minute, and it works like a charm. Well, madame, so far as we're concerned, the hunt is over. Well, these are the woods of Marley, there's no doubt of that, but as for finding them, that's a different matter. And if I do not find them, for myself, soon I shall be caught in this storm, for I'm a sword the sky is like ink. Oh, I was a fool not to have continued by the road and mounted. But one must take the advice of the local forest guard. So, here I am, on foot, lost in the woods, and as far away from the hunt and Aurora as ever. Aurora. Oh, heaven protect her till I get there. For I do not know what danger threatens her. And here comes the rain. Oh, death of my life, I'd best go back and try the road. And yet... Wait. Here comes someone now. Perhaps I'm not as far astray as I had thought. Somebody has been hurt. They're carrying someone, though I cannot see very well. Oh, there! Who's that? Monsieur, I have lost my way. And... Heaven have mercy. It is Aurora. Aurora! Oh, no, you don't. Aurora! 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 It is useless. What with the rain and the trees, I cannot see a yard in front of me. But that was Aurora. To that I will swear. I saw her face clear in a lightning flash, and... Oh, heaven have mercy on us. It looked like death.
Storm and tempest and powers of darkness, bring forth your spirit.
What are you doing now?
You mustn't disturb the atmosphere, lady. Woe to him who interrupts such a spell as this.
Oh, how that bird frightens me. I should think he would disturb you if anything did.
He's part of the spell. Eh, Ben Suzanne? Eh? Oh, but patience. It's almost finished now.
Praise be for that. What with the storm and the lightning and that bird, I vow I shall be glad to get out of this.
Are you afraid, lady?
Afraid? I? Certainly not.
We've nearly finished. I've but one more thing to add to my cauldron. See how merrily it bubbles? Look, lady, look. Or are you afraid to look upon a spell so powerful and so evil?
It is but a witch's brew bubbling there. Why should it frighten me?
It would frighten many less stout-hearted than you. Hey, Beelzebub, hey?
Oh, for pity's sake, leave him out of it. What happens now?
Oh, you're impatient, lady. These things take time. But soon now, soon. In a moment I shall add this powder. Look at it. So white and pure. See it? Oh, there's many a grand lady and many a man who wears a coronet has sold his right to immortality for this. Look upon it, lady, look.
I do not want to see it. Enough. You do your job and be paid for it.
When I toss it in a moment now, there'll be a blinding flash, a great deal of smoke. And in that puff of smoke will go Aurora's last breath.
He will be dead?
Dead as a predecessor. A predecessor La Fontage.
Good. Then let us hurry. The time is right. Throw in your powder and let's be done with it.
It would be better if you threw in the powder, madame.
Aye?
She who throws it in makes her wish. Say what you want. Throw in the powder. It is a most powerful spell, lady.
I do not like it.
Oh, there's nothing to fear, noble lady.
Oh, very well. Give me the powder.
Stand here, lady, and hold it so over the steam. Then face your wishes and throw in the powder. Do not be afraid of the flame it evokes.
I am not afraid of a flame that burns my enemy.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Now.
I ask for the love of the king to return to me and to be ever mine. Let me obtain from him all favors I seek. Let me sit in council and grow powerful. Let him cast off this execrable Aurora as he did Louise La Valliere for my sake. And let him marry me when he repudiates the queen. Let me be queen of France.
Now, madam, now.
Woman!
Oh, no! Spirit of evil!
It is the devil himself you conjured up.
Woman! What have you done with my wife? Speak before I turn into the devil you fear and squeeze the life from your body. For I swear someone shall pay for the evil that has been done.
No, it cannot be his ghost. His spirit conjured up by the sorcery, and yet it cannot be he, for he is dead.
Dead? I'll show you I am very much alive. Madame, where is my wife?
Monsieur, it is really you. I had not thought to see you alive.
I'll warrant you had not. Nor is it any thanks to you that I am alive.
I will admit you frightened me. Oh, monsieur, it was not kind to burst.
Enough of this. I have no time for social chatter. Where is my wife? Speak, you witch. Speak before I lose my temper. And you, your life.
Monsieur, how dare you? Let go my arm, you assassin.
What have you done with my wife? Come now. No trickery. For minutes are precious and my temper is short.
I do not understand what you are talking about.
You lie.
Let go my arm.
When you have told me what I want to know. And if you do not...
I have told you I do not understand.
Madame, I have been watching everything through the window. And I heard your request just now. I heard you mention my wife's name. A name, madame, such lips as yours are not fit to mouth. I saw and heard, madame, your abominable sorcery in this filthy hovel here. Do you now say that you do not understand?
You are hurting my arm.
Out in the woods just now I saw some men. No doubt in your pay, carrying my beloved away, and I swear, madam, by all that I hold most holy.
Would you harm a woman, monsieur?
No. In this instance, I will leave that to the executioner.
The executioner?
It is he, so they tell me, who deals out justice to poisoner.
Have you taken leave of your wits, monsieur? It is I who say now you lie. Have a care what you say.
Mademoiselle de Fontage stood in the way of your ambition, and you were the cause of her death. Do you deny that?
Are you out of your mind?
Is this your locket, madam?
Oh, give it to me.
Not so fast, my friend. In it I have proof of your guilt. This locket is your death warrant. Your request for the poison from Pierre Lesage. Your expressed threat to murder not only Mademoiselle de Fontage, but also the king himself.
What are you going to do with it?
That depends. Madame de Montespan, let me first tell you that in my country I once strangled with these hands a wolf that sprang at me.
What do you want of me?
Let me finish. Tell me now what you have done with Aurore, and I will grant you impunity by giving back this locket you fear so much. But hold your tongue, woman, and I swear before heaven that I will, with my own hands, place it before the king. And more than that, I will shout the story so loudly over Paris that all the world will rise up against you, until the fire that consumed La Voisin is lit for you also. Well, madame?
I cannot tell you what you want to know.
Cannot, madame, or will not. I swear I will do all I say and more if you defy me now.
Oh, can you not see? I would tell you if I could. Do you not understand? I would do anything to regain that locket and the letter it contains. But I cannot. I do not know where your wife is.
If you are lying again.
Why should I lie now? I do not know where she is. I have had no hand in her abduction. But I can tell you where to find out.
Can I trust you, though?
I am bargaining with my life, monsieur.
Very well. Go on.
If you want Madame de Lochmaria, ask the Spanish ambassador. It is he who has kept her so securely under his eye. He it is who has abducted her now.
The Spanish ambassador, the Duke of Almada? He has been our friend.
You are too simple for this world, monsieur. He has acted as your friend for his own ends. It is he who has planned and schemed and worked to replace me in the king's affection. Mademoiselle Aurore was but a pawn in his schemes for power. Once she was secure in the king's affections, Almada would have a voice in the affairs of France.
I cannot believe it. My patron, my king, my wife.
Oh, set your mind at rest, monsieur. Your wife knew as little of these schemes as you did.
Where is she? Where is she? Now tell me quickly, where is Aurore?
My spies tell me, monsieur, that your lady wife fell ill during the hunt and was carried to the summer house. It was arranged it should happen.
The summer house. The summer house.
It is through the woods in that direction. And there is something you must know about.
No, not now. I know all that I need to know. The summer house. Bois Laurier tried to tell me. The old man, he said. The white-haired one. And the plan, he had to take her to the summer house. Oh, what a fool I've been. I can see it all now. Quick, tell me. Which way is it to the summer house? Which way?
Follow the path in that direction. Monsieur.
Yes.
The locket?
Oh, yes. Here. Catch it, madame, and be more careful. What you put on paper in future.
Look at it lying there on the floor. Such a little locket to contain so much. In order to get that back, men have been killed. And I have lost sleep over it, which is perhaps more serious.
We had better go, lady.
Yes, I suppose so. I wonder what the Breton will say when he finds he has granted me impunity for nothing.
Nothing?
Do you not think he will find Madame dead, là-bas? Did you not tell me when the flame flared up, so the breath passed from Aurore's body?
Yes, of course he is dead. All the more reason for us to be gone, lady, before he comes back. Pick up your locket and let us go, I beg of you.
Yes, I will.
Oh, what is it? Oh, look at the window. The face, it's a hobgoblin, a spirit. Look. Oh, you're lost.
Heaven have mercy. This is your doing.
Oh, he's come. He's come for me. I saw his face, white, pressed against the window.
Oh, what forces have you unleashed upon us now, you old witch?
I know not, but I saw his face, a dwarf's face, white and twisted against the window. Ah, there it is again. Let me out. Let me out.
Wait for me.
I'm coming.
Wait for me. Wait for me.
the pair of them, and never a sign left behind them but the cinders of the fire there.
Close the door, Monsieur Foucault, and shut this rain off. Did you see who they were? Was one of them a raw?
It was hard to see. The little window was so cobwebbed and dirty. I pressed my face against it and peered in with all my eyes, but I couldn't see much. But this I tell you, if Madame de Lochmaria was young and beautiful, then she was not there.
No, of course not. What would she be doing there? And yet she's not with a hunting party, for I've asked her. What were these women like?
Like two old witches, old and ugly, their faces evil and twisted with superstitious fear, their hair straggling about their faces like Medusa.
It doesn't sound exactly like my Lady the Marchioness either. She is tall and stately, beautiful too.
There was no beauty here, madame. And did you see them fly? As if the devil were behind them.
They probably thought you were the devil, monsieur. You are wet through and your face all smeared with mud. Peering through that window, you must have been enough to frighten anyone.
It is a fine thing when one's face frightens even the witches.
Oh, monsieur. They may have thought you a devil. I thought you an angel when you came to my house today. You and Honorin, and the little crippled one. You were lucky to find me, for as I tell you, I've been in hiding, and only crept back today, hoping to find Honorin, had all Saint-Germain was after his hunt.
Now the question is, where is Joel? And has he found his dear Aurore? For from all you've told me, and from all I've been able to tell you, it is necessary that he finds her quickly.
Oh, monsieur, indeed it is. For I believe she is surrounded by evil schemers. But there is nothing for us here. So let's go on. I shall not rest until I've found them both.
Wait a moment. What is that? Look, shining on the floor there.
Where? I see nothing.
Over here. See, I'll get it. Oh, why, it's nothing but a trinket they dropped in their hurry.
Let me see. Oh, heaven have mercy.
What is it? Do you recognize this bauble?
Yes, monsieur. I recognize it. It belongs to my mistress, the Marchioness de Montespan.
And what does that mean, then?
It means that she was here, one of the witches you saw, so transformed and disfigured by greed and evil that you did not recognize her. Oh, what has she done, monsieur? What has she done with Aurore? Oh, monsieur, my heart is breaking. I know her too well. She has such power, such evil power. I am afraid of what she may have done. I am afraid we are too late.
Well, without doubt, this is the summer house. Now, I must try to remember what Bois Laurier told me. Oh, that I had the brains to realize what he was trying to say. A white-haired man. I should have known. And yet, how could I? But there's no time to waste in regretting now. What did he say? What did he say? What did he say? I must remember. I must. Let me think. He said, there is a main room and a fireplace. Yes. And that would be through here. That's right. At least where there is a fireplace. With enough carving to hide 100 secret springs. Now, where did he say the spring was? It was hidden in the brass knob, concealed on the right. Or was it the left? I must look. I cannot see any brass knob. Oh, heaven guide my fingers, for there is so little time. Wait. I must remember. The brass knob concealed. That's right, he said, in the panel. Yes, the panel, I remember now. There are panels on both sides. I'll run my hands over them. Perhaps I may chance on it. There is nothing. nothing in either of them. I must remember. He said in the panel, the brass knob concealed in the panel on the... Oh, was it the right or the left of the fireplace? Oh, give me power to think. Aurore's life depends on this. There's so little time. The right or the left.
It's on the left, monsieur.
Huh? You!
Colonel Porthos, the leader of the Royal Marauders. Remember?
How could I forget?
At your service, monsieur.
It seems I have met you several times since the incident on the summer road. Once near the cathedral, once in Bondi Forest.
Monsieur has a good memory, except the secret spring.
But you are going to tell me where that is.
Certainly. It is in the panel on the left of the fireplace, on a level with your sword hilt, just where that carved rose hangs down its head. Oh, it's easy to find when you know, monsieur.
Why do you tell me this? Why do you help me so?
I believe one must do what one can for the dying. Oh, monsieur, what do you think I am? I'm not helping you anywhere, except out of this world, and that right smartly.
I wish I could stay, but Aurore is more precious to me even than mine honor. I must go to her.
Ah, you innocent Breton. You think when you were standing so conveniently close I would have told you the right place to look? Come now, draw your sword or I'll pin you to the wall without more ado.
Very well. I see I must spare the time to kill you.
Try it, monsieur.
I'll waste no time, I warrant you.
You have little time to waste, monsieur, if you wish to save your wife.
Do not think to taunt me into forgetting my guard, monsieur. I am too experienced a swordsman for that.
Yet I warrant I could taunt you into such a rage if I chose to tell you all I know.
I know all I need to know.
Perhaps. She is very lovely, Madame de Locmerière. I've always thought so, as you may remember.
Such lips as yours are not fit to have her name upon them. Hold your tongue, then, before I silence it forever.
I, too, am an experienced swordsman, as no doubt you are discovering. Besides, you must be tired. You went through. Looks as if you've ridden all night, while I am fresh and delighted, monsieur, to have the opportunity of getting even with you. Besides, my master will pay me well for it.
I have always found, monsieur, the man who talks most dies the soonest. Like this, monsieur. They call that the thrust of Porthos. Just one thing I wish. I wish you had told me the real secret of this panel before you died, for on my sword I wasted more time than I... But look. In falling, he has knocked against the panel and the door has opened. My thanks, Monsieur Porthos. The secret that you would not tell me in life, you've revealed in death. Now to Aurore, and God grant that I may not be too late.
While Joel has been detained in the summer house by Cordebouf, while he has fought with him and finally killed him, in a room in the Chateau Marlier, the Duke of Almada stands looking down on the unconscious form of Aurore. Unaware of the failure of any of his plans, he smiles gently at the servant standing quietly beside him. Gently and triumphantly.
Indeed, she is beautiful. It makes me wish I were a little younger. Well, Esteban, so this is the end of the past. The triumph. We have what we wanted.
Yet they say her husband is still alive, my lord.
True. But that is a small matter. To be sure, I wished him dead. But since he is not, we must make the best of it. Certainly he is alive and worships her. And she him. But what of it? He is not here. Believe me, a siege is a slow business. He will be away some time. Besides, this very affection they bear each other provides me with a weapon against them. Either would brave anything to save the other from harm.
Yes, my lord. I see what you mean.
Oh, but I'm tired, Esteban. Get me a chair.
Here, my lord.
Oh, thank you. And suppose, Esteban, just suppose that all this is vile and odious. These plans of mine,
No one would suggest that, my lord. The end must justify the means.
That is what I say, Esteban. But I'm an old man and tired, and conscience grows active when one grows old. I ask myself, what would D'Artagnan have said of my scheming? Or Athos? Or Porthos?
I do not know these names, my lord.
No, Esteban. They're all dead now. They called me Aramis.
Aramis?
It was a long time ago, my friends. But sometimes when I am tired, I wonder what they would say if they could know me now. Aramis, the prelate and the conspirator, the man who has juggled with the crown and scepter of France, acting the spider. At the end, it justifies the means. She will come to love the king. She will have power and influence most women crave, and with her in such a position of power, then I too have power, and I may put the pen in Louis's hand, and he will write such orders as I desire.
You are tired, my lord. I will leave you now. Rest a little until His Majesty arrives.
Yes, I will do that.
I will advise His Majesty you are waiting.
The end, he says, justifies the means. What does the mud upon the road or the twig snapped underfoot matter to him who reaches the summit? What does any one person matter in comparison with the cause I champion? And yet, no, I do but play a game and deceive myself with fine phrases. Let's be honest. It is power for myself I want. Power. And what was that? Surely I cannot be mistaken. There is someone in the passage below. It must be Corbeuf, of course. Who else could it be? Is that you, Corbeuf?
No, my lord. It is I. Yes, my lord, it is I, Joel of La Maria.
How came you here, Chevalier? You have a post in the army. Desertion is a grave offense.
I have nothing to do with the army, my lord. Freiburg has been taken. By me. I have Marshal Crequy's report attesting that in my pocket.
Give it me.
It is not for you, but for His Majesty. And Freiburg is not our business at the moment.
I have no business with you, Chevalier.
But I have with you, my lord. You asked how I came. I came by the secret passage, having first dealt with your chief of cutthroats, Monsieur Corbeuf. An execution for which I will account to those who have the right to question me.
Undoubtedly you will account to someone for this intrusion.
It is with you I must settle accounts.
Have we an account to settle? I leave such matters to servants. This is neither the time nor the place for such things. This is a royal residence, Chevalier. Did you not know that?
Certainly I know it, since I have come here to recover my wife.
Your wife?
My wife, whom you have tried before to abduct. This time, during my absence, you have managed to drug her with some foul potion.
Drug her? Chevalier, your wife is dead. Dead? Death comes to all of us. It is unfortunate that one so young...
If I believed that you had killed her, you would already have joined your friend Corbeuf. But I don't believe you.
As you will, Chevalier. I do but tell you the truth.
You lie. Your lust for power is my insurance. What influence would you have at court if Aurore were dead? Would the king listen to a dead woman? Oh, no, my lord. She is but drugged.
It seems you know more than I guessed.
I know enough. I know you planned that Aurore should take the place of La Montespan with the king. That I was married to Aurore to suit your plans and sent to Freiburg in the hope that German bullets would succeed where your secretaries had failed.
Young man, if you knew so much, you should have had the wit to be silent.
Your infamy robs me of all wit.
You think I'll lightly renounce the gains of what you call my infamy? Gains for which I've gambled all? Come, I'll be generous. Let us share, or I'll take all.
Share?
Think, my boy, think. The highest state reasons constrain me to act this part. The sacrifices I require are necessary to the peace of the world. The peace of the world. You're a lad of intelligence and must surely understand that such a cause as that is worth any sacrifice. Sheathe your rapier then and cease to glare at me so. Be sensible. Get you gone.
I go with my wife.
Oh, you try my patience, you Breton clod. Yet I would not wish to harm one so young. Go now, quickly, before I lose my temper and kill you.
Kill me? Ha! Whom have you to help you, old man?
I need no help, Breton.
You forget, my lord. I have already cleared the earth of your scoundrels. You are nearer to the grave than I at this moment. Aurore. Aurore.
Not so fast, my friend. I and my sword stand between you. Defend yourself unless you wish to die.
With that toothpick you talk of killing me, defend yourself, old man.
You're a better swordsman than I thought, Breton. It's a pity you're so tired.
Allow me to compliment you too, my lord. It is a pity you are old.
Yet, monsieur, there's an advantage in age sometimes. I fought with greater swordsmen than you ever knew before you were born.
You are lighter than I, and in truth, you are a better swordsman than any I have met against.
You are kind, monsieur.
But my cause is right. And for her sake, I must end this duel.
The child is stirring. I've not long to play with you, monsieur. We must finish now.
Let us end it then with the thrust of Porthos. The thrust of Porthos. No, you used the thrust of Porthos. We both used it. Together. At the same moment as if it were fate. And your sword, the lighter, broke beneath the double thrust.
I didn't know there was any left alive beside myself who knew that thrust. Which Porthos himself.
Porthos himself? You knew Porthos?
He was my friend. God rest his soul.
He was my father.
Your father? Porthos, your father? And yet I should have guessed it. He died because I drew him unwittingly into a tragedy. Porthos, the strongest of us all. I killed him innocently, heaven knows. Now it seems I have almost killed his son.
Who then are you? I do not understand at all.
They called me Aramis. And you, the son of Porthos, my brave Porthos. Oh, heaven, that my hand had brought you so close to death, that my ambition should blind my eyes to all that Porthos held so dear.
My lord, my father, I have sought his name.
Oh, he was Baron de Vallon. Oh, he was my friend. And it was his son. His son. Oh, forgive me, Joel. Forgive an old man who was so sorely deceived. You have no need to kill me now, for it seems I cannot live with such a weight upon my conscience. And yet I wish to live, to reign, and have all the world for one. That one I...
Lord, Aramis, sit down.
Porthos. Oh, my boy, I did not know.
My lord. He is dead. How old he looks suddenly. Old and afraid, as if he'd seen a ghost. And who can say he did not, for I think it was my father stood with us here a moment ago. My father, Baron du Vallon, Porthos. And this his friend Aramis. Aramis, to think that he could stoop so low. Truly, ambition is a very great sin. Aurore. It is I, Joel, and you are safe. Oh, she does not hear me, and yet she smiles a little as if she knew. Aurore. But I must take you away, quickly. Someone is coming. We must go the way I came, along the secret passage. There is no Corbeau now to bar our way. Come, my darling. Ah, how light she is. And how precious. At one moment, I'll draw the curtains round the bed before we go. That may delay the search a moment and give us a little time. Now, we must hurry. Once the door slides shut behind us, I believe we will be safe.
I have business with the Duke of Aramis. I don't wish to be disturbed. It doesn't matter how urgent it is. Tell Madame I'll see her some other time. My Lord Duke. My My sword here's asleep. So much for the great courtier, who so far forgets his manners as to greet his liege with snores and slumber. How old he looks. How old and ill. But what is this? What have I stepped on? A broken sword. My lord, Almada. Almada. I was mistaken. This is not sleep. It is death. The accomplished courtier has committed the unpardonable sin. He has thrust death beneath the eyes of the king. What of the girl? Gone. A dead duke, a broken sword, an empty room. Who will explain these things for me? Who will tell me what drama has been played here while I was delayed?
I will, my liege.
Madame de Séguier, what business have you here?
Most urgent business, sire. I do most humbly crave a hearing.
It seems I have already refused you one, madame. I sent a message I will see you later.
And I received it, your majesty. But yet I had to see you.
Do the wishes of your sovereign mean nothing to you? What right have you in these apartments?
The right of justice, sire. Your majesty must listen to me.
Must? What talk is this? Does no one abide by the etiquette of the court any longer? Is it not meet a sovereign should be forced to look on death, and yet there sits my lord of Almada, and you disobeying the orders of your sovereign lord? When I had already informed you, madam, I did not wish to be disturbed.
Sire, I am the governess of your children. I have watched over them, protected them, loved them. And through them I have come to revere their father and look upon him as my friend.
Well?
One protects one's friend, sire. And it is because I learned that you were being deceived by those you trusted that I braved your anger, disobeyed your orders, and came to you here. Even as I braved my mistress's displeasure and disobeyed her orders, rather than let the children fall into danger.
What is all this about?
If you would but grant me a hearing.
Very well. Come with me where we can talk undisturbed. I will hear what you have to say, madame.
Hold there, you shouting scoundrel. Step out now and let me have a look at you, or I'll show you the color of my sword.
I cannot fight with Aurora in my arms. Nor dare I go back.
Come now, or I'll pin you to the wall for all your sides. I'll pin you to the wall with my sword. Best of my life, I'm the first wall I can have.
Friquet! Oh, Friquet, is it you?
Joel, I swear I didn't recognize you. Huddled there in the dark. But for pity's sake, let's get out of this tomb. My throat chokes for want of some good fresh air.
You lead the way, then. I cannot move very quickly.
What is it? Are you hurt?
No, I have my arms full.
Well, thank heaven for the good daylight again. Even if one has to step over a corpse to reach it. Now, I can take a look at you. Truly, I thought I'd never set eyes on you again. Is that...
Aurora, yes.
He's not dead.
No. Blood, but not dead.
Put her down a moment. There's a couch there by the window. Then we can rest a moment and make our plans.
I do not want to put her down. She is no weight. We can talk, and I'll still hold her.
As you wish. But by my sword, I seem to have been playing such a game of hide and seek with you and Madame de Séguier. My head spins from it.
You found Françoise, then? Where is she?
Rest of my life, Joel, I do not know. I lose you, I find Madame. I lose Madame, I find you. One moment we are all seeking you, then we are looking for your wife. I wonder, I've never seen such coming and going in my whole life.
But we have found Aurora. That is all that matters. She is safe. I have her now.
Perhaps, but it seems to me, in this town, one must consolidate one's gains or lose them. I tell you truly, I cannot keep track of anybody any longer for more than 5 minutes. And now I've found you, I have no intention of losing you again.
Nor I, Aurora.
She is beautiful, I admit, Joel. But do you not realize we cannot stay around here all day? What are you going to do now?
What are you doing here anyway, Friquet? How did you come to be in this secret passage? And what have you done with Françoise? And Annette? And Honorat?
Rest of my life, isn't that just like a Briton? Not content to answer one question with another, he asks a dozen.
I was in the secret passage because I was looking for Porthos.
Was she there too?
How stupid you are! Big men never have any brains. She guessed me to try and find you, or your wife, or the king. I've forgotten who we were seeking at the precise moment. I tell you, I'm quite befuddled with all this.
Go on.
Then I was looking for her. It's a game we've been playing ever since we came to Saint-Germain. I found this summer house, perceived yon gentleman very dead. Are you responsible?
Yes, but go on.
There is no more to go on with. I saw the door open, and it was beyond human nature not to go in.
And where are the others? And where did you find Francois?
One at a time now. Francoise was at her house when we called. I'll explain about that later. And that's where Annette and Honoré are now. I suggest we go to them. I do not like the look of that corpse upon the floor.
I must take Aurore away from here.
That's what I'm telling you.
I mean away from Saint-Germain.
To Paris, is it?
No, to Lac Maria. I think it is time we both went home.
I cannot imagine anyone wishing to make their home anywhere but Paris.
We are going to Lac Maria.
But you must see His Majesty first.
I do not want to see him.
My friend, he will want to see you. We have dispatches for him. Remember? Dispatches and flags we set out to bring to him before we ever began this little game of yours.
It was no game.
I did but joke, friend. Now that a happy ending is in view, I do not like to see you looking so grim. A Breton should always be laughing. But look you, stay tonight at Madame's house, where you'll be safe and your wife too. Then tomorrow morning you'll see His Majesty, deliver our dispatches, and then go to Lac Maria. Would not that be best? Come now, wouldn't it?
Yes, I suppose it would.
Of course it would. You're tired. Madame, your wife is not fit yet for traveling.
Oh, you are right.
Of course I am. Tomorrow morning you will see the king.
No, you will see him. And tonight. Then we can make an early start. I shall not be happy until I have Aurore safe in Lac Maria.
But the king may wish to reward you for your services at Freiburg. Without doubt he will wish to reward me.
Then you go and collect the rewards, my friend. I shall take Aurore back to Francoise's home. You interview His Majesty.
His Majesty regrets that he cannot see you, Captain Fouquet.
Cannot? Death of my life, what is this? His Majesty cannot see me. Upon my sword, I do not understand you. Did I not tell you I have come from Freiburg with important dispatches from Marshal Crécy? I must see His Majesty.
I reported what you had said, monsieur, and I can only tell you what His Majesty replied. He said he would be glad to see your dispatches tonight, and you in the morning.
It is an insult, and they call him the Sun King. So great and so glorious, they say. Yet he will not deign to interview one who has braved death in his service.
It is only because you have braved death in his service, monsieur, that I do not now report your words for treason. Be reasonable now, my little fellow.
Nicky! Does a man need to be a giant before he can be taken seriously? Why, I have trodden greater men than you underfoot and never noticed them.
I am sure of it. But let's not quibble over trifles. His Majesty will not see you tonight, and that's the end of it.
Then he shall not see me in the morning either, and that's the end of that.
Do you want me to give him that message?
You must do as you like with it. Tomorrow morning I leave for the province of Brittany, Lac Maria to be exact, with my good friend Chevalier Joël de Lac Maria and his wife. If His Majesty wishes to see me, he may visit me there. I can no longer cool my heels waiting here.
You are very high-handed with the King of France, Captain. And yet His Majesty graciously bid me treat you kindly.
Nice of him, I'm sure.
So I'll make no trouble for you. Now let me have your dispatches. Oh, come, they're sealed, surely, so we'll reach the King safely.
All right. Since there seems no help for it, here they are. But believe me, I wouldn't trust them into your keeping if they were not sealed. Deliver them to His Majesty immediately.
Although he is unable to see you tonight, Captain, yet he has expressed his desire to have these brought to him at once. So I will comply with your wishes. It is only pressure of business that keeps him from you.
I have no doubt at all. This pressure of business is in female guise.
And who am I to contradict you, Captain?
And that, sire, is the whole story. I have told you everything.
You speak eloquently for your friends, madame.
Their actions plead for them, your majesty. Your servant has brought you the dispatches and flags from Freiburg, brought by the hand of Monsieur Joel. These give you proof of all I have told you. The account I repeated to you was given me by Captain Friedel himself.
It reflects great credit on the Bretons. It seems I have treated a loyal subject badly.
Oh, not you, sire. You acted but on the advice of your minister. How could you know? Your first thoughts, as always, were for the good of your people, the peace of Europe. A monarch has so much on his mind, sire. He cannot think of everything.
Yet I should have realized the Spanish ambassador was no friend of mine.
He was an accomplished courtier, your majesty, well-versed in conspiracy and intrigue. But he has paid his account now, and it is not for us to judge him. You can tell how sincere he was in his belief. He thought his cause was just.
You are very charitable, madame. And what of your mistress, the Marchioness de Montespan? Would you plead for her also?
Yes, sire, a little.
Yet she would have taken my children away from you. Put them in the care of a witch, a poisoner, by all accounts.
I could not have given her had she harmed the children. But through Providence, I was able to take them from her, hide them with loyal friends until you returned.
It is easy to understand, madame, why you have loyal friends. Will you be my friend, Francois?
I am that already, sire.
Yet you ask mercy for one who would have harmed me. In this locket you have given me proof of her express desire to murder me. There can be no clemency there, Francoise. She must die.
Oh, no, your majesty.
You plead for a murderess? What then would you have me do?
Expulsion from the court, public disgrace, the loss of her wealth and power. These things are worse punishments than death for a proud and ambitious woman. Besides, sire, you loved her once.
Do not remind me of it.
And she was my friend. She raised me from poverty, gave reason and purpose to a life I had thought ended. She entrusted me with the children, and through them gave me the friendship of their father. For that alone, sire, I must be ever grateful.
Madame, I have heard your story, and now... Enter.
Your Majesty, the Marchioness de Montespan craves an audience. She says it is most urgent that she speaks with your Majesty immediately.
I don't see why you've brought me here. Palaces are no place for old women like me. I'd have been happier to let you come alone.
I am sure you would have. But I've paid a lot of money for your incantations and the cutthroats you've sent about my business.
And haven't I done all you asked, lady?
I have only your word for that. I intend keeping you by me.
Are you afraid I'll spread the story of the great Marchioness, her legs are jelly with fear, running, screaming through the woods of Mali with her hair flying in the rain?
Silence! No one would believe you.
They mightn't believe, lady, but they'd listen all right.
I was a fool ever to be mixed up with you and your crowd of criminals. But since I am, you'll stay with me until I know that you've carried out your promises. Until I have regained my power over the king.
But why come here tonight? Is it wise, knowing all you know? Lady, I warned you the portents were not good.
You advised me to act quickly, and that's what I am doing. I am gambling all on one last bold throw. If your power is as strong as you say, if you have not tried to make a fool of me, then my rival is dead and my way lies open before me. The king will be glad of one he knows to comfort him in his sorrow.
Somebody's coming.
It will be Louis. His Majesty has never yet refused to see me. I knew he would come. Your Majesty, I have come... Francois, I bring you a message from the king, madame. You bring me a message from his Majesty? Since when have you been a royal messenger, Francois? Since but a moment ago, my lady. So, you have given up the position of governess for that of messenger. I should not have thought that was a step up on the social ladder you seem lately so eager to climb. Where are my children, Francois? My children whom you abducted.
They are safe, madame.
Indeed. Is it not a criminal offense, Francoise, to snatch children away from their mother? Without doubt you have already told your story to His Majesty. What would he say when he hears my side of it? Oh, Francoise, you should keep your fingers out of the affairs of state. You are too stupid to play games with politics.
Lady, have a care.
Silence. I have listened to you too long.
I bring you this message from His Majesty, madame.
Very well. Give it to me. What is this? Is this some kind of jest? My lands, my money, forfeit to the crown, my title's gone. What game is this you play, Francois?
It is no game, madame. Of all people, you should recognize the king's signature.
Expulsion from the court. Confined to the nunnery. All I have worked for, all I planned. This is your doing, Francois.
It is the king's will, madame.
It is the finger of fate.
Hold your tongue, you old crow. And you, Francoise, you standing there quiet and sly, gloating over the misfortunes of one who was your friend. Gloating, laughing smugly at me.
I do not laugh at you, madame, but I will pray for you.
You've come a long way, Francois. What were you when I first picked you up from the gutter? The widow's Karen. The widow's Karen. You'd not have groped to bless yourself. It's a long way from the widow's Karen to the Marchioness de Fougère. Or do you aspire to higher titles still?
His Majesty has been pleased to grant me money to buy the Marquisess of Maintenon.
So it is Madame de Maintenon now, is it? But how long can you hold such a position, Francoise? My little humble widow's Karen, will not your simple head grow dizzy with a height? Eh? Oh, you will have poor Francoise, never fear. Brought down by your own ambitions and my curses. Yes, curses! But do you think I shall go quietly into oblivion without cursing the traitorous hand that sent me there?
Madam, you cannot curse the Queen of France.
Queen of France?
The future Queen of France, lady.
Never. Is that the height of your ambition, then?
I do not aspire to be anything but a loyal subject to my king.
Yet she shall be queen, I tell you. I saw it in the crystal. It is that made me afraid.
You will never hold his affections.
Unto his very death. This woman shall exert such pious influence for good that all France shall bless her name, and the king shall love her till the day he dies. This woman shall be Queen of France.
Francois. Queen of France. Queen of France. The widow's Karen for the Queen of France. To think that I intrigued and planned, killed, poisoned, lied, invoked the powers of darkness to my aid, and my one good deed, my one act of unselfish charity should ruin everything. Oh, it is too good a joke to lose. To think that I shall wear the veil and suffer poverty. Oh, Francois, put on the crown.
From Croisic in Brittany, a ship has set sail for Belle Isle and the port of Loch Maria. The blue sea creams up about its prow, the white sails balloon out proudly in the stiff Breton breeze. Aurore and Joël are going home. They stand against the rail, watching the somber girdle of rocks rise out of the sea line, oblivious to everything except each other and Belle Isle au Mer, which is to be their home. Beside them, bouncing up and down with remembered indignation, is Friquet, the dwarf.
Our prince is a curmudgeon, with no more manners than a stable boy. I tell you, he sent a servant to me, Friquet.
You've already told us that, Friquet. Look, Aurore. Loch Maria.
Is all you care about, Loch Maria. It looks no better than a rocky prison to me.
It is home, Friquet. Home.
Maybe it will suit some, but the world is my home, and the sea is my playground. Oh, if we had a man for our prince. Do you not care that the king insulted me? And after all I did for him, too, do you not care that he said no word of thanks for all our efforts?
Look! We're coming into port.
And see the sun behind the castle. It looks as if it is made of gold, Joey.
It is a sign, my darling. A sign that the future is all golden for us now.
Death of my life, the man's besotted. To think that one who took fire single-handed or almost, a man built to stop millstones with his little finger, should end his career in such a state of maudlin nonsense.
What's wrong, Monsieur Friquet? Are you jealous?
Madness.
Mad with jealousy, unrewarded by his king. Oh, what a mood to bring to Loch Maria. But you'll change your tune presently, I warrant. Wait until you really see the place. We'll be tying up the key in a moment. Then you shall see.
Joanne, look. Aren't there a lot of people in the quay? Is that usual?
Perhaps it is the villagers. Oh, I do not know how they'd have heard of my return.
Look. Roger, the present. His Majesty and the Queen. I can see them. And Francois. Oh, Francois.
The whole village has turned out. There is a band and flowers.
This is a decently civilized country after all. Look how all the pretty girls perk up when they see us. Of course, it isn't Paris.
Look, and there's a house.
His Majesty King Louis of France extends his royal welcome to the Count of Loch Maria, Governor and Lord of the Manor of Loch Maria, and to his wife, the Countess. His Majesty welcomes also Admiral Friquet.
That's me!
Admiral Friquet, commander of the Algiers fleet. His Majesty begs you to alight and proceed with him to the welcome that has been prepared for you at the town hall. Long live the King!
Our prince is not a curmudgeon. Death to any who breathe such slander. And I am Admiral of the fleet. Death of my life. I believe I've grown 2 inches since I heard the announcement. Admiral of the Algiers fleet. Count of Loch Maria, if you could but drag your eyes from the Countess for just one moment, can I not tempt you to sail with me for further honor and glory?
No, Friquet, this is my home. This is where I belong. This is the end of the journey for me and for my Aurore. I shall stay here, Friquet, at Loch Maria, the home of my father.
And of our children, Joel. The home of our children.